Okay. Looks like this guy's going for Call Lightning with Tea Party. Uh, Too bad I don't have Sandstorm. Let's start with my Micro Sentry. He'll probably go for Call Lightning right off the rip. What if he goes for Dive? Let's go for a Felt Immolate. Yeah, that was clever. Alright, we'll go ahead and dot him up. He'll probably hit me with Call Lightning, so I can one-shot him here, if he does that. I don't think it quite kills him. Oh, no, it totally did. That was a ton of damage. He had extra 25% damage. Alright, we only gotta burn him down quickly. Is it worth going for the dot? I think we go for Haywire. Haywire does a lot of damage under darkness, or under lightning. Oh, and I crit him. Yeah, that was huge. That was very much to my advantage that I did not go for Felt Immolate. Okay. Yeah, that crit was huge because I took his Undead Racial a whole turn earlier, and I was about to die here. Hopefully he kills me. I do not want to be stuck on my Micro Sentry on the next round. Ah, I barely survived because of the Undead Racial. Dang it. Oh, well, I am faster than this guy, so I can dot him up. My Spectral Raven should be totally fine. I can consume Corpse and hit him hard. He does have Slow and Steady, maybe, which will do big damage to me, but I can soak that with my critter. I'll go ahead and heal, let my dot tick. Let's see what he goes for. He might go for that Slow and Steady if he's running it. He totally did. That will hurt a whole lot, so let's eat that with our Scrat. And we should be in the clear at this point. Pretty one-sided matchup for this 1v1. I think it probably has nap time, but he might have had the good stuff. It's just, yeah, kind of a silly team. If he keeps into one Sandstorm pet, this team is unplayable. It's kind of close, though. I don't think I'll queue into that team again, so I'm not going to specifically try to counter it. I'm just going to try to find something that looks like fun and play it. Do I have any tryout teams? Hmm. Teams 0-1. Actually don't think it'll beat him, so I'm not going to play it. I want something faster than the Storm-infused Snapdragon. Maybe Jingles. Jingles is tough because he takes strong damage from lightning. Maybe this team? Who do I eat the lightning on, though? I guess I just start with the Vibrant Glimmerfy and swap them out, right? This team looks like fun. Any other teams that look like more fun? Ooh, I like this team. Haven't played it in a long time. Yeah, I don't like the... No, I do not like that team, actually. It's going to be a speed tie. Did I play this team? Jingles, Drafty, Arthas. Drafty's going to have a bad matchup versus that Aquatic because he's just barely slower. But he does take weak damage from the lightning, but he takes strong damage from his attacks. Kind of like the team, though. I think this team is safer. So what kind of damage is Tea Party? It's undead, right? Yeah, having a humanoid is going to be rough. Versus a Tea Party team. Okay, Maw-Crawler has a speed tie with the Snapdragon. Maybe I just play this team. Maybe Jingles is just not a good option. He does take a ton of damage from Call Lightning. How about this team? Haven't played this team in a while. There are a lot of Anomalises out and about at this time of day. This team does well against Anomalous. I'll press Q with it. See what we get. That was a hell of a hot Q. Maybe it's the same guy. Yeah, same guy. Okay. Maybe I need to play a Sandstorm team, because that would just single-handedly stop him from playing this. I think I could still win, though. Probably. I'm going to start with my Blaze Hound, because I take weak damage from Call Lightning. I take strong damage from his other attacks, but if he decides to stay in and fight me... Oh, he has Acid Touch. Don't really want to swap with a dot on me, but I feel like he's unlikely to go for Call Lightning into my Elemental. Let me go for an Obsidian Bite. Nah, I went for the dive. I cannot take that on my Blazehound. That's just not going to work out, so... Don't want to swap to my Kovok. He's going to get one shot with lightning. He might dot me up. Let me go for Stoke the Flames. Okay. That's huge that he went for Call Lightning, because I could change the weather instantly. That was a big mind game. If he dotted me, what I was going to do is take the is go for Stoke the Flames for a nice heal. And then... Yeah, let's warning. Oh, and the trap went off. That was a really bad time for the trap to go off. Dang it. Well. He doesn't have an elemental, so I can just go straight for Black Claw on whoever. Oh, it's going to be the Snapdragon. Cool. I'm perfectly happy dotting him up with Black Claw if he decides to stay in, which I think he will, now that he's stayed in there. He's done a lot of damage to my team. Okay, he stayed in to eat the Black Claw. I guess he just figured it wasn't worth it to lose all of his HP on his dragon. But I can still do big damage with pheromones to him on the back line, which is the strength of Kovok, is he can punish swapping a lot with Black Claw and pheromones. And now I get a Beast Racial. I'm not sure why he didn't go for Tea Party. He should be going for Tea Party with my HP this low. Kovok isn't that good versus a Snapdragon, so I think I'm happy enough to just stay in. Yeah, he does have that good stuff heal, so it's going to counter a lot of my AoE damage. Okay, well, we have our Beast Racial. I think he's dead. Yeah, barely. 287. Oh, yeah, Black Claw, I forgot. Yeah. No, he's definitely dead. He might go for Call Lightning here, which I think... Okay, he sent the dive. I think that's still in my best interest to soak that on Kovok, most likely. Call Lightning, I don't think is enough damage to kill the Blaze Hound, but I'm actually not sure. I'm going to go for a 439. Whew. I survive with 1 HP and get that trap down, because that's my only chance of winning at this point. I need that trap to save me. It went off at the worst possible time earlier, so maybe it'll go off now and save my... Okay, okay. He's playing pretty well. I think if the trap doesn't save me, I'm just in big trouble. Probably has, I'm guessing, Absorb and Blood Fang. And he takes weak damage from my weather. I have to go for the weather. Otherwise my... Ooh, I'm going to pop off with rabies. I'm going to take big damage too, but... now does he go for the Blood Fang? That's a lot of damage. I think he will. Oh, he went for Tea Party. Okay. Come on, Trap. I need you to help me out here. I need the trap to not go off right now. Anytime but now. Alright, and then I need you to go off on the next turn. The trap goes off right now, I win. Otherwise, it's GG. Come on, trap. No. Stupid trap. Ah, close game. I don't know if I played badly, I just kind of had bad RNG with the trap, I think. I think I played that about as well as I could have. It's kind of embarrassing losing to that team after I just fought it and knew exactly what he's doing, but if I wanted to, like, hard counter him, I could, like, crush him with Sandstorm. So I'll try to play some other fun teams that... Deathwatch Hatchling, first of all, is super noisy, but also takes big damage from Call Lightning. I don't know about that team. I'm thinking maybe Jade Mist Dancer? He's playing AoE, maybe I play AoE, and my Jade Mist Dancer takes weak damage from Call Lightning, although, Yeah, like this team would completely just stomp on him. No chance of him winning. I haven't played it yet. Do I feel like playing this into him? Well, he did beat me. If he plays the same team, he's kind of asking to get countered, so this is my counter team. I mean, any Sandstorm team will do well, and I do have a humanoid with Sandstorm while he's playing Undead AoE, so I could counter him harder if I wanted to. Kind of hope I get him. I don't really want to fight somebody else with this team because it is A little bit toxic. No. We got some poor nobody. Drained blood team. Well, yeah, this is gonna be a rough time for him. We'll start with Arphis. Go for a zoomies. Oh, that bubble's gone. Okay. So now I have 338 speed for the rest of the game. Is it worth going for the haunt? I don't know that I care that much about the ruby droplet. I think I'd rather haunt like that beast pet or something. I'm gonna bring in my Karaji Guardling because he has a good matchup here. This is actually my best matchup because these two pets are either speed tie or faster. Assuming he has Plagued Blood, so don't really want to have anything to do with that. Let's go ahead and stun him. And press Sandstorm to mitigate some of that dot damage. Okay. Probably don't want to stay in versus all that undead damage, so I could bring in Arphis. Or could bring in the Gleamhoof Fawn. I think what I'll do is I'll bring in the Gleamhoof, I'll bring in Arphis, because I want to outspeed that Sunglow Cobra, and because Zoomies is bugged, I can just get a permanent speed buff. It's basically working like Powerball. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage under Sandstorm, but it isn't properly, as you can see, it isn't properly reduced in accuracy. Even though it says a 75% hit chance, my second, third, fourth, and fifth attack totally hit him. Maybe I go for the Deadly Dreaming. I won't, but I was thinking about it. I do have Sandstorm out, so it'll probably cost me more than it'll hurt him, as long as Sandstorm's the weather. But yeah, so basically Zoomies is not affected in accuracy by Sandstorm after the first hit, which is OP. Let's go for a heal. Do I go for Nature's Ward? Thinking about bringing the Karaji Guardling in. That could be good. Yeah, that seems like the play. This team is boring and OP, but it would have done well versus that Tea Party team, which is why I played it. Kind of feel bad for this poor guy. I guess his team's a little toxic too. He's going for like Drain Blood spam and like probably Sunlight. If his team wasn't... Yeah, if his team was a little like more fun pets, I would probably just forfeit with this team and let him have the win. But I'm down to fight him with this team. It's not exactly a fair fight, but his team is borderline toxic. I'm going to stay in for a turn and attack. Probably want to swap, actually. So I have the speed that I want. I think I'll bring in the Gleamhoof Fawn. He's not very good, obviously, versus the Beast. He's not great versus the Ruby Droplet. This is probably my best matchup. I think I'll go for Bleat. This is going to be a long fight, huh? Eventually I'll pull the trigger and hit him with a Haunt, and that'll probably allow me to kill somebody. But I'm kind of just like building up speed for now. I have enough speed though to outspeed the Cobra. Let's take away that bubble. Now he's saving it for later. That's unfortunate. Well, I could probably actually kill this thing because he doesn't have any healing. He's just probably here to give sunlight to the other pets. Let me go for Nature's Ward. He does strong damage, so now he doesn't. And I don't want him to be able to pop off with Solar Beam if I wasn't healing. He has a Beast Racial, so he will do a ton of damage with Solar Beam. but he'll also be locked into place once he does it. He still has that bubble. I got to remember that. There's nothing I can really do about it while he's on the back line. But yeah, this is why I'm not feeling bad about playing this team. Is his strategy is Sunlight with Drained Blood. It's going to be a ton of healing. If I didn't have a Weather Changer, I would probably just automatically lose. I'm debating going for the stun. I'll just go for the Sandstorm. I want to mitigate that healing as soon as possible. Plus, it's possible he brought in the Ruby Droplet to block my Clobber, so yeah, I think it's better to just have my Weather. Okay, let's bring the Gleamhoof on. Go for my Nature's Ward. Then, do I go for the heal? Let's go for an attack. Oh, he missed twice. Unfortunate. I would like for him to miss his Drained Blood. That would be sick. Oh, nice crit. Right. So the Sunlight should no longer be a problem. And once the Sunlight is gone, these two pets are much easier to kill. While it's out, I can take advantage and like heal up my Karaji Guardling. This isn't as toxic as playing like Singing Sunflower or Blossoming Ancient, but it's exactly the same idea. It's just not as OP because you don't have photosynthesis. If I didn't have a Weather Changer, this would be a rather difficult matchup. Let's go for Sandstorm. Ah, you won the coin toss, unfortunately. Okay. Let's bring in Arphis. He has a lot of speed, so that could be useful. I feel like he's going to bring in the Ruby Droplet, so I'm going to go for... I'll just go for an attack. See what he does. I don't want to go for Haunt into a bubble, and he does still have one charge of bubble remaining on that Ruby Droplet. I'm going to send the Haunt. If he blocked it with bubble, no worries. I'll just bring in my Gleamhoof Fawn and spam heals. Oh, do I want to go for Nature's Ward? Yeah, I think so. This poor guy just keeps missing. It's too bad. Okay. Finally got rid of that bubble, but it's off cooldown like 20 turns ago. Let's go for some damage. I'm kind of saving my bleat for once my haunt is over. He doesn't quite die on the back line. That's unfortunate. But he'll die to one more attack, so... I feel like he'll probably go for bubble here. Nope, he's just attacking me. Don't want to bring my Karashi Guardling in. He's not high enough HP. I think I'll attack here. I'm taking strong damage from that dot, but this guy's attack power is really low, so I don't think I'll die anytime soon. It's still worth going for the Nature's Ward. For sure. My Haunt's off cooldown now. Maybe I go for that. He's not going for that bubble. Let's go for the Haunt. If he goes for bubble, I can break it with zoomies anyways. He might swap to eat the haunt on his blood boil, but that is totally fine. I could just stall with my Gleamhoof on. Alright, now I can safely get a free swap to my Karaji Guardling. We'll go for a stun. He ate it with the undead, with the magic pet, but that's fine. My haunt is ticking while he's doing that. There's not a whole lot he can do now that his sunlight pet is dead. And I'm faster. So yeah, yeah. Looking at his team, I was fairly certain that's what he was going for, is just drain blood with sunlight, which is kind of cringe. So I don't feel too bad about fighting him with that team, but I don't know if I'll play it ever again. Definitely a good way to take advantage of zoomies, though, because, yeah, the Gleamhoof Fawn is one of the best pets for, like, AoE healing. He's like the new version of the Frostwolf Ghost Pup. Actually, Frostwolf Ghost Pup with Arfis would be pretty good. As long as you don't face anybody with critter damage. But anyways, well, that was riveting. How long was that? Like 5 years? A 10-minute game. Okay, so what are we at now? We're at 2-1. Haven't seen anomalies for a minute. I was seeing a lot of them earlier, or a bit. Maybe I can play other teams. Could play this team. This is pretty similar to that team I lost with. Versus that guy. It's pretty silly. How do I feel about versus sunlight? Well, not fantastic. I mean, hopefully he won't play again after that game, but kind of liking this team better versus sunlight. If I play another Arfis team. I'm down to send this team. Any other teams I haven't played yet? This team looks kind of gimmicky. I'm going for Uncanny Luck Haymaker as our win con. I don't know. Doesn't feel very likely to win to me. Oh, we got the same guy. I guess he's not bored of pet battles after that 10-minute game. Well, can I beat him with this team? Hopefully, if I do, it's more efficient this time. Didn't he start with the Ruby Droplet last time? Let's just go for the Clone Dance. I was thinking about starting with Arfis. I'm just going to go for Clone Dance because that'll counter his bubble passively. And I want to get as much AoE damage into his team before he sets up all of his sunlight and healing as possible. Yeah, we'll bring in the Jade Mist Dancer. Not a great matchup versus the Magic Pet. But I think that's exactly why he's pairing the Magic Pet with the Elemental. Is he knows if I'm dealing strong damage to his Elemental, I'm doing weak damage to his Magic. Go ahead and send the Rain Dance right away. Acid Rain buffs his damage, but it might still be worth sending just for some extra AoE. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to send it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Especially because he swapped. Now it does big damage to his Elemental on the back line. I deal weak damage with the Jade Mist Dancer, so I think the move here is probably to swap, even though I have the extra crit chance. But who? Who do I swap to? Kind of like Arfis. Now that Bubble's gone, he doesn't have a way to avoid the Ice Tomb. I'm not sure if I want to go for the Ice Tomb first or Zoomies first, though. Part of me wants to go for zoomies first so that it comes off cooldown and I can get a second one off quicker, but I think Ice Tube is a little better. I feel like he's likely to try to bring in that Sun Glow Cobra, and maybe I can stun him. Okay, so he brought this guy in. I don't think he knew that he didn't have bubble yet. I mean, he should know, but... No, actually, yeah, if he doesn't have the add-on, how would he know? He probably can't keep track of that. Alright, so Ice Tomb will kill him. Actually, he's probably going to go for Drain Blood. That's fine with me. He'll be stunned. He's not dead, but he is stunned. So we can probably go for a nice Loon's Grace here. Seems like the move. So this guy probably has Diseased Bite. If he has Ooze Touch, I'm in big trouble. I'm not sure if I want to go for the Cyclone. I think I'll go for Wind Burst for now. Okay, yeah, fortunately he has Diseased Bite. Maybe I just bring Arphis back in. It's a lot of swapping, but don't really want to go for Cyclone right now. Let me go for one more Wind Burst while I have Plague Blood up, and then I think I'll swap to Arphis. Arphis is already faster than his entire team, so he's going to be a big problem for this guy. Yeah, let's bring Arphis in. If I throw out Ice Tomb, that very much limits his options. He kind of has to bring this guy in to bubble it. Do I go for another Zoomies? I'm going to send the Ice Tomb. That's a big problem for him. There's not much he can do about the Ice Tomb that I can think of. So this could be some decent damage. Is it better to just go for Bone Bite at this point? It might be. I'm already faster than him. Maybe I save Zoomies as my Bubble Breaker, because it is my only... Well, I have Cyclone, but... Let's bring in our Owl. Oh, that guy's dead. Tactical Sacrifice. Probably a good idea, but I think I'll be able to 3v2, no problem. Oh, he's going to go for Sunlight. Then I'm going to lose my Flying Racial. Oh, wait, but there's the bug. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm still going to have my Flying Racial for a turn. Actually, it might be until I take damage. So what is the bug? Well, let's go for an attack. Oh, I lost my Flying Racial. Okay, let's go for Loon's Grace. He could have killed me with Solar Beam, but then he's rooted. Okay, so now he's rooted. Do I bring in Jade Mist Dancer? I think we bring in Arphis. I don't know if I want to go for Ice Tomb at this point. I think we just go for Bone Bites. Okay. He's going to go for a humongous heal. And there's not a lot I can do about it. So let's go for an Ice Tomb. Although he does a lot of healing, I don't think he can kill me very quickly. Might be worth it now. Now let's just go for... Let's go for damage. It would be in his best interest to spam Diseased Bites, but that means he's not healing. If he high rolls, he can kill me, but he has to really high roll. Yeah, he got a high roll and it wasn't enough. Alright, we got the win. Maybe I could have played that a little better. I don't know. At the end there, I feel like I I wasn't playing quite correctly, but it's also slightly mind gaming because like, does he go for solar beam? Does he not? We got the win, but I'm thinking he's probably going to keep spam queuing, so I'm probably going to play a slightly better team. That was a decent team, but he probably should have won if he played a little better, maybe. It definitely helps that I have broken Zoomies ability. Yeah. But yeah, the bug with sunlight is sometimes I'll keep my flying racial when I should be like under sunlight. I'll be under 50%, but I was under 50% outside of sunlight, so maybe I should have went for the heal. That was another thing I thought of, is maybe I should have went for the heal when I went for damage. I wasn't actually sure what to do there. Okay, there's a team that I have in mind. I'm thinking this team will do good. Yep, let's play it. I'm thinking one of these two teams. Maybe I play this team. It does have a bubble breaker. I'll play this team first, because this has 2 weather changers, which will be nice. Okay, interesting team. It looks like he's trying to abuse the huge fang bug with toxic fumes. But at least he's not doing with an anomalous. Sadly for him, I have 2 weather changers, so this will be a pretty unfortunate matchup for him, I think. He has 2 beast pets. How interesting. And I have Zap. That is lucky for me. Usually I don't run Zap with Sandstorm. I feel like pressing Sandstorm is to my advantage. He must have expected somebody else because he swapped instantly instead of even going for Minefield. I think he was hoping I would start with like one of... I don't know. I have a lot of answers to Minefield actually with this team that he might not even know about. First is I can eat it with elemental damage. I'm sure he's aware of that one. But what he might not be aware of is Sticky Surge. That will remove his Minefield and ruin his day. So I suspect he has Glop. I do not want him to glop my quicksand. Ah, he didn't. He didn't glop. Well. I'm on my elemental, so he is likely to... go for that minefield. Oh, he went for the huge fang. Good thing I have a magic racial. Okay. Do I go for the heal or do I go for the sticky surge? It'd be really nice if I could sticky surge the minefield. Ooh, how nice of him. Thank you, my friend. That was very helpful of you. So now I can slow him and remove the booby trap presence. And ruin his day. And now I'm faster than him. That is a sad jingles. A very sad jingles. Stay in. Okay. Well, I could sacrifice Petal. Is that a good idea? I feel pretty confident that these two will be able to 2v3. So I'm going to sacrifice Petal and then try to 2v3 here. I feel fairly confident it will work out for me. 463. Let's bring in Renishu Runt. I'd rather clean up with the Living Sandling than the Renishu Runt. Let's go for Zap, in case for some reason he's weird and stays in. Okay, let's go for another Zap. Oh, he's not slow anymore, but I'm still faster than him. And he didn't have Glop, as it turns out. Okay. Well, I'm saving my Sandstorm until he presses Toxic Fumes. And then I think I still want to save it because 369. Sap is enough to kill him, and I'd rather hit somebody else with this Sandstorm. I feel like he should have brought in the Red Ridge Tarantula, but it's possible he loses no matter what he does at this point. That's kind of what I'm counting on by sacrificing Petal earlier, is that I just win right here. But now he definitely loses. He has Puncture Wound and Huge Fang. This guy's definitely trying to abuse Toxic Fume, so let's change that weather instantly. Oh, he missed his Puncture Wound. That is a sad spider. Alright, well that team did fantastic. Will this team be able to beat him? Maybe him. I don't know. Is he going to fall for the Sticky Surge trick again? Jingles is pretty good versus the Fiendish Imp. Tranquil Mechanical Yeti obviously will have a great time versus Double Beasts, but the way I might have to play this next round is use Sticky Surge as a temporal anomaly and not try to get lucky and take away his minefield, because he probably won't fall for that trick after last time. I don't think he'd do. Sticky Surge would take his minefield away. Okay, this guy likes to start with the JSW. That JSW is a huge problem for my team. Oh my gosh, that's a big problem. Let's start with Petal. I take strong damage, unfortunately, from his Flame Breath, but if he Flame Breaths me, I can slow him. And if he stuns me, now he doesn't have his stun anymore. I can bring in the Fiendish Imp. I think I have to. I don't think I can afford to just stay in and take strong damage on Petal. So let's go for Immolation. He'll probably fly in the air. This guy plays fairly predictably. At least I've fought him enough that I can start to predict what he'll do. Okay. Do I want to take this on my Fiendish Imp? I don't know. Maybe I take it on Petal. At least I have a magic racial to take a little bit less damage. I low rolled anyways. Well, that's fine. I think I have to Sticky Surge right now. Especially because he crit. Because now if I didn't slow him, he would be... he would just kill me with his Dragon Racial. Now this guy loves to use his cooldowns and swap, so I actually think he might just swap with his Dragon Racial, but in case he doesn't, let's go for Ooze Touch. Okay, so yeah, he's not playing as predictably as I thought he might. I'm on a timer. I have 8 rounds to make something magical happen with this team. I think we bring in the Tranquil Mechanical Yeti because he'll do the most damage. Let's go for Call Lightning. He might stun me, but he'll die to Immolation if he stays in. Do I swap? I think I swap. I think the Tranquil Mechanical Yeti is a slightly better cleanup pet. And he sacrificed his JSW very unwisely, because that would give me a lot of trouble, and these two pets are not as good at cleaning up. Okay. pretty much the most obvious nether gate of my life. I can't think of a single reason why I would just sit there and do weak damage to him. I'm surprised he didn't just bring in Sabak's Blessed, because surely he knew I was going to... Yeah, that was weird. He should not have... He should have brought in the Sabak's Blessed, because then I would actually have to think about whether I want to use my swap or not. Okay, I think what we do here is we try to burn down Douglas. Do I die to a surge yet? I think I barely die. Oh, no, my humanoid racial is... I'm fine. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't for my humanoid racial, I'm pretty sure lightning killed me there. Alright. He's still slowed for 3 rounds, so I think the Tranquil Mechanical Yeti can get the job done here. Got lightning up, so I deal big damage here. I think he should have went for the rip. Don't think this Underroach is going to 1v1 my Yeti, but we'll see. Yeah, he should have saved his JSW. It was kind of game over once he lost that, because that was going to be his win con is to stall through the sticky surge, and then just clean up with his dragon, because his dragon's faster than all 3 of my pets. I think he should have won that, but the Underroach is a big liability on his team. Like, these 2 pets are pretty good. That Underroach is not really... It doesn't really... It's not that good on its own, and it's really not that good on this team either. Is that 5 wins yet? I think that's 5. Do I call it there? Maybe I play... I don't know. I feel like the video's long enough. We did start here, right? So I'm 1 and 5, or 5 and 1. Kind of want to play one more team, but I'm not sure what to play. Maybe I just call it there. It's a decent video. I think... So there was a team that I... There's a team that I played earlier, but I didn't get it on the video. Maybe I play it. How would it do versus him? I think I fought him with it. Okay, let's play this team. I'll play for one more game. So I usually call my LG. I made a team with the Enchanted Quill. I need to make more, but so far I have one. I'm gonna play with it. The Spectral Raven's good versus the Dragon, which he likes to play. Blazehound is good versus Anomalous, which is a pet that he usually plays. He's usually playing Anomalous instead of, like, instead of one of these 2 pets. Usually he plays Anomalous with the Dragon. Okay, so he's playing the same team. So he's probably going to start with the JSW. So I probably want to start with my Raven. I started with the Aquatic. Well, in that case, I'm not sure if I want to stay in. I can hit him nicely with Call Darkness, but I really want this Raven versus the JSW. It's probably still worth it to hit him with Darkness, especially if he goes for Surge. Why did you not go for the Bleed? This guy plays a little bit silly sometimes. So don't think I want the Blazehound versus Douglas. I guess the Enchanted Pen is kind of as obvious of a choice as it gets. If he goes for the Blood in the Water, I can dodge it. Ah, he's swapped. Dang it. Well, that was a good swap. Maybe I should have expected that swap. Let's go for Foreboding Curse. went for Infected Claw while I had dodge up. Don't know why I didn't go for Pheromones. Okay, that was a pretty decent double, but I would have taken a triple if I could have gotten it. That would have been nice. Do I think he's going to stay in? He has Foreboding Curse on. It'd probably be unwise for him, too. He should probably bring in that JSW. See if he does. Yeah, well played. Maybe I could have predicted that went for Foreboding Curse, but then how sad would I be if he just stayed in and I reapplied Foreboding Curse to him? Would not have been thrilled. Let's go for Foreboding Curse. If I can slow him, that is worth the dot, I think. I'm doomed to die, so I'll just go for Quills. Oh, and I'll take it on the aquatic. This guy's playing very questionably. I still think I might lose, but he's kind of given me like every chance to win here. Surge is not enough to kill me. Unless he crits. Yeah, no crit. And I have a 50-50 chance of killing him. Oh, we got the double. Good job, Enchanted Pen. Big Pog champs. So he'll probably bring in the dragon. I think. I think he'll bring in the dragon. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. Ah, he didn't. Dang it. Well. He had a dragon racial. Well, he also had Foreboding Curse. Plus this guy plays... Yeah, he's kind of hard to predict sometimes. I'm going to go for my Consume Corpse. Get a nice juicy heal in. Ow, that hurt. Well. Let's bring in the Blazehound. That trap could give him some trouble. So let's press it. Then let's swap him out so that he can't trigger it on his critter. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage from that Pheromones on the back line. Actually, a ton of damage. Ow. Okay, I really need that trap to, like, not go off. That would be sick. If it didn't go off on his critter. I think I lose if the trap goes off on the critter. Maybe. Maybe not. Infected Claw will kill him, so thankfully it didn't go off. But what I don't know is if Call Darkness is enough damage to kill him. Alright. It is not. Oh dear. Do I go for the heal? I think so. Because if the trap goes off, he just instantly loses. Maybe I should have... Maybe I should have went for the attack. That was risky, though. It was kind of a big mind game. Oh, no, he crit. Okay, well, that trap... it's going to go off eventually. I think we go for the Call Darkness. Nah, let's go for Infected Claw. Unless he crits me, I think I survive here because I take weak damage. Oh, he wasted his Dragon Racial for a stun. Okay, well, that's GG. He should have went for the attack, I think. Well, he's in a rough spot because he's slower and he's dealing weak damage to me and I'm dealing strong damage to him. That's exactly why I have the Spectral Raven, is he's kind of a fantastic counter for the JSW. Because he's faster, but his attack power is so low, you just don't really hit very hard with Call Darkness, even though it is strong damage versus him. But it is a good matchup for me. I feel like he could have won that if he played a little differently, but maybe there were some mind games I wasn't aware of that he was playing the way that he was. I guess there were times where... Yeah, there's a lot of mind games actually with that matchup. So maybe he thought I was going to swap, and that's why he was like staying in, and it worked out for me. But I feel like I could have played better. There are definitely some mind games I could have done better. Like there was a time when I was like, oh, surely he'll bring in the dragon, and I could have went for the Foreboding Curse. But then I would have been so far behind if I just reapplied Foreboding Curse and he didn't swap in. So Yeah, not like a perfect counter to him, but it worked out. This would kind of be a better team if he was playing. Usually he's playing like Anomalous with these two or with these two. Because Blazehound is great versus Anomalous. I feel like the Enchanted Pin. Yeah, he's not that good versus Anomalous. He's a cool pet though. Solid, you know, A tier pet. But yeah, that's gonna be LG. Maybe I'll queue some more later. These are kind of fun teams. I'll see if they, you know, stay fun. This kind of combo is not particularly fun, but hopefully he's not queuing anymore. I think I scared him off maybe with Arthas. Yeah. That's GG's. I'll see you on the next one. Hope you'll enjoy the vid.